Mind Matters, Trauma and Emotional Healing, Complex PTSD, Long-Term Trauma and Emotional Survival Patterns. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mind Matters. Today we are exploring a topic that is deeply important but often misunderstood. It is called Complex PTSD. Complex PTSD, or C-PTSD, is a condition that develops after long periods of emotional, psychological, or physical stress. Unlike a single traumatic event, complex trauma often comes from experiences that happen repeatedly over time. It might come from growing up in an unsafe environment. It might come from long-term emotional abuse. It might come from neglect, manipulation, bullying, or unstable relationships. The key difference is duration. Instead of one moment of trauma, it is many moments that slowly shape how the brain learns to survive. Today we will explore what complex PTSD is, how long-term trauma affects the brain and nervous system, why emotional survival patterns develop, how trauma influences identity and relationships, why healing from complex trauma takes time, and how emotional recovery can begin. Take a slow breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. Let's begin. Part 1. What is complex PTSD? Complex PTSD develops when a person experiences long-term trauma that they cannot easily escape. Examples might include growing up with emotionally abusive caregivers, living in a household filled with conflict or unpredictability, experiencing long-term bullying or rejection, being in a controlling or manipulative relationship, living for years in environments where emotional safety is missing. In these situations, the nervous system stays in survival mode. The brain learns that danger may appear at any time. Over time, this constant stress changes how the person experiences emotions, trust, and safety. Part 2. The difference between PTSD and complex PTSD. Traditional PTSD often develops after a single traumatic event. For example, a natural disaster, a serious accident, a violent incident. Complex PTSD develops differently. It forms over months or years. Instead of remembering one event, the person carries patterns of emotional survival. These patterns become part of everyday life. People with complex PTSD may struggle with emotional regulation, persistent feelings of shame or guilt, difficulty trusting others, feeling disconnected from themselves, chronic anxiety or hypervigilance. These experiences are not personality flaws. They are adaptations to prolonged stress. Part 3. The brain in survival mode. When the brain experiences repeated trauma, it prioritizes survival. The amygdala becomes highly sensitive. It constantly scans for possible danger. The stress system becomes active more often than necessary. Even neutral situations may feel threatening. The body may react with racing heart, muscle tension, sudden fear or anger, feeling numb or detached. These reactions were once protective, but later in life, they can make everyday situations feel overwhelming. Part 4. Emotional survival patterns. Children and adults living in long-term stress environments develop survival strategies. Some common patterns include people-pleasing, trying to avoid conflict by keeping others happy, emotional withdrawal, protecting oneself by avoiding emotional closeness, hyper-independence, believing that relying on others is unsafe, perfectionism, trying to avoid criticism by doing everything perfectly, constant alertness, always scanning for potential problems. These patterns help the person survive difficult circumstances, but they can create challenges later in life. Part 5. The experience of shame. One of the most painful parts of complex trauma is deep shame. Shame often develops when a person believes something is wrong with me. Children often assume they are responsible for the way they are treated. If caregivers are angry, distant, or unpredictable, the child may believe they are the problem. This belief can continue into adulthood, even when the person logically knows the trauma was not their fault. Healing requires gently challenging this belief. Part 6. Relationships and trust. Complex trauma often affects how people experience relationships. Trust may feel difficult. Some people become very cautious around others. They may fear betrayal or abandonment. Others may feel drawn towards familiar patterns of unhealthy relationships. The brain tends to repeat what feels familiar, even when it is painful. Understanding these patterns can help people make healthier choices over time. Part 7. Emotional flashbacks. Unlike traditional flashbacks that involve vivid memories, emotional flashbacks involve sudden emotional states. A person may suddenly feel intense fear, shame, or sadness, but they may not know why. A current situation may remind the nervous system of past experiences. The body reacts as if the old danger is happening again. Recognizing emotional flashbacks can help people respond with compassion instead of self-criticism. Part 8. Reconnecting with the body. Trauma often disconnects people from their bodies. They may ignore physical sensations or feel numb. Healing involves gently reconnecting with the body. Practices that can help include slow breathing, mindful movement, stretching or yoga, walking in nature, grounding exercises. These activities help the nervous system shift from survival mode towards safety. Part 9. The role of safe relationships. One of the most powerful parts of healing from complex trauma is experiencing safe relationships. When someone listens with empathy and respect, the brain learns something new. Not all connections are dangerous. This can happen through friendships, support groups, therapy, or caring communities. Each positive interaction helps rebuild trust. Part 10. Self-compassion and patience. Healing from complex trauma is not a quick process. It often involves learning skills that were not taught during childhood: emotional awareness, healthy boundaries, self-compassion. People with complex trauma often judge themselves harshly, but healing requires patience. Instead of asking, "Why am I like this?" it can be helpful to ask, "What happened to me and how can I support myself now?" Take a moment of calm together. If you feel comfortable, close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and slowly breathe out. Notice your body. Feel the surface beneath you. Your body is here in the present moment. You are not in the past. You are safe right now. Take another slow breath. Allow your shoulders to relax. Your nervous system can learn calm again. Part 12. Moving towards healing. Healing from complex PTSD often involves several supportive practices: learning about trauma and how it affects the brain, working with trained mental health professionals, developing grounding and emotional regulation skills, building supportive relationships, practicing self-compassion. Each small step helps the brain build new pathways. These pathways support safety, connection, and emotional balance. Closing message. Today we explored complex PTSD and long-term trauma survival patterns. We learned how repeated stress can shape the brain and nervous system. We discussed the emotional patterns that develop as ways to survive difficult environments. And we talked about how healing can begin through awareness, compassion, and supportive relationships. Take one last slow breath with me. Inhale. Exhale. Your past may have shaped you, but it does not have to define your future. Your nervous system can learn safety again. Your emotions deserve understanding. Your healing journey is possible. This is Mind Matters. Be gentle with your mind. It is learning to feel safe again.